Hello and welcome to Birdeye Live, the show dedicated to the digital transformation of local businesses everywhere. I am your host, Justin Meredith, and join me as we learn from industry experts about the how and the why of taking your business online and claiming the most valuable real estate on the internet, that first page of Google. Now, before we dive into today's episode, if you're tuning in live, please feel free to say hello in the chat. We'd love to hear where you're tuning in from. And I also would like to introduce today's very special guest. And this is not his first appearance or his second. He is a recurring guest here at Birdeye Live. Please join me in welcoming Birdeye's very own Senior Product Marketing Manager, Abhishek Iyer. Welcome, Abhishek. How are you doing today?
I'm doing amazing. Always a fun to be a part of these. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Yeah, I know it's always been a blast whenever you join. Every time we are able to jump on a stream together, you've always got something really cool to tell us about. And so I'm excited to hear what you've brought today. And so we are here today to talk about the latest updates and news within Birdeye, and we're also going to explore a little bit of the latest trends and stories around the industry as well. And to get things started, can you quickly recap some of the previous updates on the Birdeye side, some of the things that have maybe been coming out this year so far?
Of course. Let's start with a quick recap into what we did in Q1, right? Q1 was all about social for us. We launched Birdeye Social in Q1, and our customers absolutely loved it. They love how easy Birdeye Social makes it to manage social presence across multiple locations and accounts. The AI capabilities combined with the multi-location architecture make it absolutely effortless to create and schedule posts, engage customers at scale, and make sure that you are optimizing your social presence uh, as time goes by. We have continued with this momentum that we have built on social, and this month what we focused on is making all of this good stuff available on mobile. So, as a social media manager, I know you have been one, Justin, in one of your past lives. You know that inspiration can strike anytime, and you should not be restricted by location when it comes to publishing on social, right?
Mhm.
So, Birdeye allows you to easily post across channels from an easy to use mobile app. You can say you're going somewhere, you see something on the way, click a photo, post it, like edit the photo right then and there, and post it on one or many of your social accounts. Uh, you can also get all of these posts approved while you are on the go. So making sure that your laptop or your desktop does not become a deterrent to you ensuring a stellar social presence. You're able to do that even when you're on the go.
Wow. That is huge because if, like you said, I've been a social manager before, and if any social managers are watching, that when you're out and about, or if you're on location, or if you're at a company event and you're trying to take pictures and create content and things like that, having to take pictures and do all that from your phone or from a camera and then transfer everything to your laptop, whether that's through the cloud or you have to upload it manually, it takes time. And especially like you said, like if you're on the go, like if you're at an event and you want to post an update of what's going on, whether it's like let's say, for example, you're a property manager and one of your properties is having like a community party or event or something like that, and you want to take pictures of your residents having a great time. If you Without the mobile capabilities, you would have to take a picture with your phone, email it to somebody else who's by their computer, or bring your laptop with you and pull it out and try to create this post. It's definitely a complicated thing. So being able to be on the go, have your phone with you, which is what your camera is for a lot of the content that people take nowadays, you can have that all in one device. It definitely will make things a lot easier. And we've been seeing the role of social evolve over time recently, especially as we see more AI content coming into play. We're seeing more videos and pictures and captions and all this sorts of stuff being created by AI. But one of the other things that we have been seeing as well is that the growing importance of social media for local businesses has been consistently increasing over the years, and especially this year. And one of those impacts, especially just around your entire online presence, is how it affects your search ranking. And now, your Twitter isn't going to directly, improve on your search ranking entirely, but your overall online presence, being able to have a strong presence on your multiple social accounts, as well as a robust, optimized Google business profile, all of these things play a part in your search ranking. And, in addition to social media's importance growing and evolving over time, the SEO side has also evolved a lot over time. So what are some of the changes that you've been seeing and some of that transformation on the SEO side? What have you been seeing from your end?
No, that's a good question and a very relevant one, I would say. Uh, One huge change that we are observing when it comes to local SEO is a, a marked shift from quantity towards quality. Uh, I will elaborate. So earlier, when you think about SEO, maybe back in 2014, maybe it was all about how many sites you are listed on, how many citations you can get, how many backlinks can you get, so on and so forth. So it was a numbers game, and SEO managers had a relatively easy time, if you will. All you needed to do was strike up a conversation, exchange links on both of your websites, and like a few conversations like this, and your job was done. Well, that's not the case anymore. Google has become way smarter in the past decade or so. And we are seeing that today, especially, Google values quality content on few sites compared to just having your name, address, and phone number plastered on
Mhm,
200 directories. And the most important sites that we see come up, of course, are Google, no surprises there,
mhm,
Apple, and Facebook. And on the other hand, if you observe the importance of local yellow pages or these small directories that might have come up 10 or 15 years ago, it's going down with every passing day. And if you don't trust me, just pull up Google Trends, maybe type up yellow pages or any of these other sites and just see how the graph is coming down month over month, and how the importance of Google, Apple, and Facebook continues to be the same or even go up as time
mhm,
goes by.
mhm. Listings has been an interesting topic as of late. I feel like there's been a lot of chatter around the importance and the value of having lots of different sites and links that you were saying. How has the Birdeye team made sure users are prepared for any of this search algorithm craziness when it comes to the different changes? How does the Birdeye team make sure that our users are set up for success?
Yeah, like I mentioned, we are focusing on helping our customers succeed on these key sites that matter. We'll talk about Google because that continues to be the biggest site out there. But let's talk about Apple, which we are seeing come up in a huge way, especially in the US, where we know that iPhone has over a 50% market share, and a lot of these devices I know that have Apple Maps as the default navigation app. For example, people have not bothered to change it to Google Maps or any other app, which means that for a local business to succeed, it is critical for them to be present within the Apple
Mhm,
ecosystem. And that's what Apple Business Connect helps local businesses do. So last month, Birdeye launched its integration with Apple Business Connect. This allows local businesses to build, manage, and enrich their presence on the Apple ecosystem, within the Apple ecosystem. So by the Apple ecosystem, I mean Apple Maps, of course, but even apps like Siri, Wallet, Messages, everything that comprises the Apple ecosystem. So earlier, businesses would have to go on to each of these apps and manage their presence separately. That's not the case anymore. Apple Business Connect makes it really, really easy, and Birdeye's integration with Apple Business Connect makes it even more easier for our customers to manage their Apple presence. We have a bunch of interesting features. There is this feature called Apple Showcases, for example, which lets businesses uh, post relevant offers and updates in an attempt to entice Apple users and get them through the door. We have the ability to add custom action links, which ensure that you're not just attracting visitors, but also converting them into customers by, helping them take relevant actions on your profile. So if we have any customers watching this, and if they haven't yet taken advantage of this, I would really urge them to look into Apple Business Connect and get their Apple IDs ready, because we are seeing that Apple is coming up in a huge way,
Oh
especially when
yeah.
it comes to local navigation and local businesses.
Oh yeah. And part of that Apple ecosystem being Siri. And we've seen Apple make some big updates or some big announcements as of late when it in the AI space when it comes to their Siri application. And as we can see with the way that AI is playing a role in Google search with the AI generated results, as well as the voice, AI voice is starting to get much more advanced, and people are going to be able to just talk to Siri more humanly, I guess is a way to describe that. And people are going to be searching, they're going to say, hey Siri, what is the closest cheeseburger place near us, we're starving. And it's going to be tied into that Apple ecosystem. So if you want to be ready for whenever this AI infrastructure hits Apple, you want to be prepared on that in the Business Connect in this ecosystem. So what about are there a couple of other updates maybe on the Google side that you also have seen that we want to make sure to cover for the people who are tuning in?
Absolutely. So Google continues to be the king, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And uh, we keep seeing new and new features getting launched on Google for Google Business Profile, because when it comes to local SEO, we are seeing that Google Business Profile has been the biggest driver of local SEO for quite some time now. And year on year, it continues to get more weightage when it comes to Google's local SEO algorithm. So it's not just important for businesses to make sure that they are present on Google and have a Google Business Profile. It is important for them to make sure that they are taking complete advantage of all the different features that Google offers you there.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best ways to engage users on Google Business Profile was Google Business Messaging. Now, I say was because unfortunately it is going to be deprecated very soon. Google has decided to pull the plug on it, and it won't be available after the end of July. Having said that, there are a couple of other features that businesses can use to engage and convert visitors into customers. Let's start with Google Q&A. Again, a very nifty feature to answer any questions that people might have about your offerings, about your product, services, whatnot. You can also add your own questions and answer them, so that when visitors are going through your profile, they get relevant answers. And what Birdeye has done is made it really, really easy, especially for multi-location businesses, to manage their Q&A across hundreds of locations with ease. So very easily, you'll be able to see questions and answers across all of your locations. You'll be able to filter for unanswered questions and make sure that, you are able to post relevant answers. Of course, with like most things with Birdeye, you'll have Bird AI assist you coming up with the best answer. So we have all of these things baked into our imagination of Google Q&A, if you will. And our listings customers listening to this, I hope they have given it a try. If not, I would really encourage them to take a look at Google Q&A.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean the announcement from Google to discontinue the business messages capability is a big one. I feel like there was a lot of businesses that used it, but clearly they've got their reasons, and we'll be discussing that in some future sessions that we'll be having with some very special guests. So stay tuned for that. I'll fill everybody in on what those sessions will be. But is there anything else that they're doing? Any other kinds of updates, or maybe
Well,
areas
absolutely.
that we want to be in touch with?
Absolutely. The other update that we have launched is called Google Services. What this does is it allows local businesses to showcase their expertise on their Google Business profiles. Now, what does it mean? So, imagine you are, I don't know, a hair salon, maybe the best hair salon in the area, someone that offers the best hair coloring services in the area, maybe. Now, you want to make sure that this is featured on your Google Business Profile, right? Because when customers search for local businesses, they are looking for specific things. And if you call out these specific services on your Google Business Profile, chances of them converting them into customers, giving you a call or getting directions to your business, just increase that much. Again, with Google services, you can do that, and Birdeye gives you the option to do that. You can add your service details, you can add the pricing, you can add your details, you can map it to the appropriate Google category. It could either be the primary category or the additional category that you may have configured. And yeah, add as many services as possible. And it's way better than just adding it as something, as a plain text in your Google description, maybe, because this just makes your services look that much more richer on your profile. And we also know that this is something that helps with local SEO, especially when you use some of those long tail keywords while describing those Google services. We have seen some evidence that this impacts local SEO as well. So again, make sure that you are taking full advantage of Google services, and not just Q&A and services. Make sure that, like I mentioned before, you are not looking at Google as just a place to keep your name, address, phone number updated, because everyone is doing that. The true beauty or the true power of Google Business Profile lies in these nifty little features that not a lot of businesses use, and the businesses that do end up using them are the ones that will get that competitive advantage.
Definitely. It's making sure that you are utilizing all the tools that Google gives you to showcase your business, taking advantage of all these little options for services and all the different information that you can provide. Because when you're a consumer and you're a customer and you're looking at these different local businesses, those little things make a big difference, especially when you're scanning through multiple profiles or multiple businesses trying to figure out which one you want to go to or work with. Those little options, like being able to see the services, like if I'm looking for a business and they have the exact service that I'm looking for listed right there, that gives me so much more confidence that that's the business I can go with. Whereas, if they don't have that listed, I would either have to go to their website and start scrolling through trying to find the services, or I would just go to someone else and see if they have it provided. And when it comes to that consumer journey, that buyer's journey, those decisions are made so fast. And so you don't want anyone to be making a split second decision of, oh, I don't see the services here, I'm going to go look at someone else. You want to make sure that you have everything that a person would need in order to choose your business available right there on the business profile. And a big part of this is making sure that you are up to date on everything. As we were just talking about, Google's discontinuing business messages, things, there's always something going on in the ecosystem that, they're tweaking and they're trying to improve. They're collecting feedback from businesses. They're trying to make sure that the product that they put out is, it provides the best experience for its users. And that's something that the Birdeye team does really, really well, which is keeping up ahead of the trends and the curves and these changes. The timing of our integration with Apple Business Connect is perfect with their come up, so to speak, as they start to really take a bite out of the market share when it comes to, local search and reviews and things like that. So the timing of this is beautiful. But in order to stay ahead of the curve, you have to have your eyes and ears tuned into the latest updates, the trends, best practices, the latest news, what's coming out. And when it comes to the local business space, there is no better place to keep up with everything than Birdeye View. And Birdeye View is a premier award-winning conference that we have here at Birdeye. It's a virtual conference, and it's for businesses seeking to gain a competitive edge through AI innovation, through their online reputation, and really making your business stand out online, improving your search results, and everything that falls under that umbrella. So when you join Birdeye View, which will be on September, I believe it's the 10th and the 11th, and when you join, you are going to discover how to stay ahead of your competition by leveraging AI through your online presence. You are going to learn best practices for social media management, especially if you have a lot of different locations. How do you manage all of those social profiles in a cohesive way that's easy to manage, consistent to manage, and it not only is just allows you to manage your social, but actually make it better. And so we're going to have all kinds of experts come in to give us their insights and their tips and best practices. I think there's going to be like 20 different sessions. It's going to be incredible. It'll be 2 days long. It'll have a ton of content from leading local business experts, and we're going to really cut down the noise around AI. We're going to make it easy to understand, and how, and we're going to show you the different ways that you can use it to leverage yourself for success. And the best part about Birdeye View is that it is completely free. So there's no reason to not sign up. It's a free event. If you're not able to make it live on those days, you'll get access to the recordings, and it's completely free again. I can't say that enough, because the fact that we're going to be having this many sessions with all these experts, and we're going to be covering all these amazing topics, and it's completely free and available to anybody is just amazing. So you don't want to miss out on this. The link to sign up for Birdeye View should be in the caption or the description of this live stream. And so don't forget to do that. You'll get email reminders when it's coming up, so you won't forget. You'll be able to add it to your calendar. And in order for us to get ready for Birdeye View, because that's not until September, there's still a lot that happens. But Abhishek, I wanted to ask you, with this year's event focusing on AI, what are some of the latest news and updates around AI that you are particularly interested in? What's something that, kind of excites you?
Honestly, with AI, it's kind of difficult to keep up, right? Because there is so much happening. Let me think. A couple of things that I would say were significant in the past few weeks was, the biggest one, of course, was Apple jumping onto the AI bandwagon, if you will. Integration of OpenAI within Apple devices. I love the fact that how most of the stuff happens on device, and whenever it needs to contact OpenAI, there is always this prompt given. The control is with the user. So I thought that was a really, really thoughtful implementation of how AI should be incorporated in your day-to-day life. And that, Apple, we know that is never the first one, if you will, to jump onto a trend. But when they do, that's when you know that things are getting
right. Yeah.
I can't wait for what happens next with Apple and their whole generative AI journey. The other thing, of course, was GPT 4.0, the multimodal, multilingual take on GPT 4. I believe that their CTO also mentioned that GPT 5 was in the works, and it will have PhD level intelligence when it comes out. So I can't wait for that, to be very honest. And of course, you can't ignore Google when you talk about AI. I think the Gemini models continue to keep getting better. There was a time when I used to use only OpenAI, but I find myself using Gemini a lot these days. And sorry to break it to you, Justin, but a large portion of what I wanted to say today on this session, Gemini helped me with that. So it's getting pretty good. I think there's Gemini 1.5, which is the latest version, which has better contextual understanding. I think there is Gemini Flash, which is optimized for mobile. There are industry-specific models. There are application-specific implementations of Gemini that are happening. So honestly, there is too much. It's kind of overwhelming, very honestly.
Really. And this whole list of updates will be completely new in a week from now, because this stuff is moving so fast. It is absolutely insane. Yeah, I'm really excited to see the full version of the ChatGPT 4.0 come out with the voice model, where you can really talk to it back and forth. And I know that they just released the Mac desktop app that allows you to kind of share your screen and do some other cool stuff. There's a lot coming down the pipe when it comes to AI. And, I think maybe the hardest part about it is going to be keeping up with everything, because it feels like there's a new update every day. Even Microsoft Copilot came out with some really, really cool demos that got me excited. And they're coming out with full new PCs for it. It's going to be a lot. And so, when it comes to, keeping up with everything, but it's important to not let yourself get overwhelmed, and just be thoughtful when it comes to evaluating what tools you want to implement into your own business. You want to make sure that the software providers and the tools and the models that you use are trusted, and they've been in the business for a long time. Like, that's one thing that I'm really happy about with Birdeye, is that, the AI era has kind of exploded the past year and a half or so, but we've been in the space for a while. This is something that we're no stranger to. We've been involved with AI, machine learning, and automation for years now. And so when this whole thing kind of exploded, and when ChatGPT 3.5 came out, we were ready. And if anything, it just made our capabilities, this explosion just made our capabilities even stronger. And we didn't necessarily have to reinvent Birdeye. We just had to plug it in because it was just improving on what we've already been doing for so long. And, to help make sure, because these updates are coming so fast and Birdeye View is still a couple of months away, we are going to be having we're going to be having a session, the next installment of our local search expert series in July. And in that webinar, I'll be joined by SEO expert Tyson Stockton. And we are going to be diving into AI's role and the impact of AI on SEO. And we're going to talk about the different ways that AI is impacting Google and Google search. We're going to talk about the way that AI is going to be changing the way that consumers and people search for information. It's consumer behavior side. And then we're going to talk about the different ways that businesses can leverage AI into their own processes so that they can do more with less, whether that's with managing their online reputation, whether it's with SEO best practices, or creating content. We're going to be covering it all. It's going to be a very in-depth and fun discussion with Tyson. So you definitely don't want to miss that. That'll be in late July. And the link to sign up for that will be in the comments here in a second. And so you don't want to miss that. And again, that is completely free. And if you can't make it to the live discussion, you can still register and you'll get a link to the recording. But I definitely recommend attending it live because we love engaging with the audience. We like to bring the audience into our discussions through the comment section, and we like to have a more interactive discussion with the audience. So if you're able to do that, definitely join live. We're going to be talking about all sorts of stuff when it comes to SEO and artificial intelligence. And so be sure to sign up for that. But Abhishek, it looks like that is all the time that we have for today. Thank you so much again for joining us. It's always a pleasure. Every single time you come on, I'm excited because we always get to talk about some really cool stuff. And, it's always great to nerd out about AI and some of the latest things in marketing. But yeah, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. And thank you everyone for tuning in. Again, don't forget to sign up for Birdeye View and don't forget to sign up for our next webinar. You don't want to miss those. And be sure to follow us on LinkedIn, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram or Facebook. Our team does an amazing job of consistently posting amazing and helpful content to help you improve your online reputation and your online presence for your business. And so, if you follow us on LinkedIn, you'll be getting posts. You'll see posts every single day with blogs and guides and reports. It's pretty remarkable how much content our team puts out, and it's all geared towards helping you succeed. So be sure to do that. But until the next episode of Birdeye Live, we will see you guys soon. Stay tuned, and we'll see you later.
Customer expectations are higher than ever. And for local businesses with limited resources, meeting these new demands to stand out from the competition can be a struggle. Meet Birdeye, our very own AI purpose-built to power digital customer experience. With Birdeye, local businesses of any size can deliver personalized experiences, elevate business outcomes, and better understand their customers without adding resources. Birdeye powers all the Birdeye tools your business already uses, enhancing your entire customer experience with personalized, contextualized, and human-controlled AI. And making the most of it only takes a couple of clicks. You can use Birdeye to rewrite your Google business description for SEO. Effortlessly engage your customers with fully personalized AI-generated review replies and messages. Create attention-grabbing social posts from text to design in a click of a button to grow your local presence. Even use AI to summarize your reviews, messages, and survey responses to learn how to improve your customer experience. And you can do it all without needing additional team members or spend. Birdeye gives your team the ability to personalize and elevate every customer interaction, from review responses, messaging, social, and beyond, at scale. Respond to every customer review in a way that's relevant, meaningful, and in the language your customers prefer with auto-translate. Increase conversion over messaging with contextualized responses that demonstrate a deep understanding of your customers' needs. Birdeye even helps you think ahead. It automatically identifies trends and spots areas of improvement based on vast volumes of customer feedback, helping you dig deep into the true sentiment behind every piece of feedback. Innovative and easy to use, Birdeye powers all the tools to attract, convert, and delight customers behind the Birdeye platform. Birdeye, AI built for local business.